This is called ankle rockers. You're going to have a chair in front of you, and that chair is what you're going to use to guide you to your limit of range of motion. So pretend that I'm holding onto a chair right here. So I'm holding on, and the first move with this is you are going to move in. You're going to come back to center. Then you're going to go forward. Touch the chair, back. Then you're going to slightly rotate that knee out. Once again, out, back in. So you're going to want to do this thinking of the ankle moving and not so much the knee. So the ankle is the star of the show here. So it's in, center, outside. This active recovery exercise is called quarter circles. So you are going to move your foot around in a clockwise or counterclockwise motion, and you're focusing on the big toe moving around the circumference of a circle. Once you do 10 in one direction, you will go the other direction. Once again, doing 10. This exercise is called banded glute squeeze. You are going to shift your weight onto your left foot. Your right foot will be hovering off the ground. Your feet will be hovering, and your toes are going to be slightly dorsal flexed here. What you're going to do is you're going to put your right hand on your glute. You are going to kick back using your glute to squeeze, and then return it forward. So kick it back, feel the squeeze on your glute, and return it forward. Your active recovery for this exercise is going to be a heel raise. So once again, move your weight onto your left foot, and your right foot is going to lift, heel is going to lift, and your toes are going to press into the floor. Your knee is going to move forward, and then you'll place it back down. So once again, you are going to lift the heel, bend the knee, and press into the ball of your foot and toes, and replace it back down. This next move is called wall slide to toe wiggle. So you are going to slide your heels down the wall until your feet are flat on the wall. Then you're going to push them back up. At the top, you're going to wiggle your toes, maybe about 5 or 6 with each toe. And then you're going to slide it back down, press into your feet slightly, and then press your heels up against the wall. Once again, wiggle and slide back down. This is banded external kickbacks. You're going to shift your weight onto your left leg. You're going to externally rotate your right leg so that the toes are pointing out. You will then kick your leg back to feel your glute engage, and then return it forward. So kick it back and forward, squeezing that right glute every time you kick it back, keeping that toe rotated out in a slightly dorsal flex position. This is smash the bug. You are going to shift your weight onto your left leg. You are going to have your heel up, knee bent, and you are going to rotate with using the heel back and forth as if you were swishing a bug into the floor. And it's really the ankle that leads here and not the knee. This is inner thigh lift. You're going to start with your left leg in front of your right leg in a bent position with the foot on the ground. You're going to plantar flex the right toes, and then you're going to press into the floor with your palms. You'll lift up using the inner thigh and then drop it back down. Lift it up and down. Then you'll dorsiflex after 5 reps, and you will lift up and down in that dorsiflex position. This active recovery exercise is called slow butterfly. You are going to start by placing the soles of your feet together, and then you will hold your feet with your hands. You're going to concentrate on the pressing down of your thighs towards the floor for a breath, and then you will release it for a breath. So press down and release, down and release. This active recovery is called laying down hamstring stretch. You're going to start by laying on your back and dropping your left leg to the floor. Your right leg will lift, and you can relax your toes or plantar or dorsal flex. So what you're doing is you're concentrating on pulling on your thigh to bring your leg back to feel a hamstring stretch here. And you'll hold it for about a second, and then you relax for a second. You'll hold it for a breath, relax it for a breath. And you'll do this 10 times. You can also just hold it here for a static stretch and hold it for 10 breaths. This active recovery exercise is called hanging circles. So you're going to grab underneath your right thigh. You will lift it so that your right foot is hanging off the ground, and then focusing from the knee, you're going to rotate your foot in a circle. You'll do 10 clockwise and then switch it to 10 counterclockwise. This exercise is called crossover lift. You're going to put the band around your ankles and shift your weight to the left side. Your right leg will go behind you at an angle, and what you're going to do is you are going to engage your core and activate your hamstrings to raise your leg up and over to touch on the other side. So once again, it's up and over. So this is going to be hamstring along with some glute here. And you don't have to worry about making a perfect arch. You can just think of hiking it up to the center, over, up to the center, and over. This exercise is called external rotation quad lift. You are going to pull your left leg towards your chest. You're going to externally rotate the toes of your right foot, and you're going to engage your quad to lift that foot off the floor and then drop it back down. It's not going to be a big movement, but you're going to definitely feel the quad activate on your lateral side. So it's going to be external rotation up and down.